How did it doesn't sound to me that your practicing was the traditional sort of practicing, just like, hey, I'm going to sit down and figure out this song and play this song, and what's that fill, and so
Initially,
everything is all just like, we're listening, and I'm sure that served you well. Now you can go to college, and it's like, no, you can't just do what you want to do. You've got to do these things. How did you deal with that, with the frustration of it, and then how did you decide, okay, I'm going to get down to work, and then figure out how you were going to learn that stuff?
I think the big motivation that enabled me to get over that hump of that stuff, because that's a big one, right, was I realized that if I want to be a real musician, I have to learn how to play all these other styles, and that I was into. I had to figure out what jazz was. I had to figure out what Latin was, how to play funk, and how to play shuffles, right, and all this stuff. And I realized that unless I do the work and sit down in front of a practice pad and get my technique to be perfect, because also we had a drum instructor there that was like real strict Moeller method drummer, right? So, we had literally sat in front of a mirror, and I had already been playing for a long time, like 10 years.
You had to really break it down.
And I could play, Rush songs, but to sit there and go like that was really a challenge for me. But in order for me to play with fingers and finesse and bring everything way down, I had to do that. And so it was that, realizing that if I wanted to be a professional musician, to take it to the next level, and because I understood that I just couldn't put all the eggs in the one basket to be in the big rock band, to be a rock star. So it was really that. It was that understanding of, I have to learn this stuff. I have to go back, rewind, start over, and just learn fundamental things, very simple basic strokes, learn how to do all the rudiments with the proper technique. And it was fun, it really was always fun, because I always realized I just have to take things, and, I had a great teacher in that school that just said, man, you got to take stuff, just little teeny pieces of things, little piece, slow it way down, because we all want to take all this stuff and figure out the whole song or all these long phrases. But actually, the best way is to take just two small little notes and really try and, internalize that little phrase at a very, slow tempo, and understand dynamics of, where it can go, rather than just like bashing everything.
Right. Did you, I would imagine that would be incredibly frustrating for you, to slow everything down. But was that the thing that drove you to do it? To say, look, I want to get to another level. This is the way to get to the other level. This kind of sucks and it's boring. But you had faith. Did you have faith in that this would bring you to your next level? Yeah, because I think I was still at, maybe if I was older or something, but I was still at a young enough age to realize, well, if I do slow it down, it gets a lot cleaner when I speed it up, rather than just like play it all fast. So you saw the results right away.
Yeah, exactly. And so it was just, and I was lucky to have a good teacher that made me understand that, that it's so important just to take small little phrases, couple notes, little teeny patterns, not big extended phrases. Learn to internalize them with a metronome and also without, and just play them with, feel and dynamics, and really hone in on understanding the different levels of dynamics. That's a tough one too, especially when you come from a rock world and you just want everything all at the same tempo, right? At the same dynamic and tempo.
Yeah.